Morning, everybody. It's almost 8 o'clock and everyone's still asleep. I got up this morning at like 6-ish, and I've been getting up every day this week early before everybody else gets up and going for a walk. So I've already been outside walking. It feels really good to do that, to go walk in the morning. I'm on the tail end of a cold. My eyes are watering this morning. Anyway, we are just hanging out today. Austin's going back to work today. He's been off for a few days, so I'm going to try to accomplish some school with the kids. We've got like zero school this whole month because we've been so busy with graduations and Austin working and branding and all sorts of stuff. So track and field day and just a lot of different things. So we're going to try to get some school done today. We also have to clean up outside and get things put away. Tomorrow, there's a cold front that's supposed to come in. It's supposed to snow Saturday, which is crazy to me. It's May, the end of May, and it's going to snow. So we've got to get things ready for that. Got to get the garden covered up because everything, of course, now is popping through because we planted everything. So we've got to cover the garden, and we'll do that tomorrow. Probably it's supposed to be not freeze until tomorrow night, so tomorrow it's going to be cold, but we'll get everything covered tomorrow before it freezes. Yeah, so that's about it today. We're going to do cleaning. The house has been neglected for a while. It's a mess in here, so I'm going to try to do some cleaning today and then try to get some school done. So that's my plan for today. It's supposed to be almost 90 degrees today. Crazy weather. 90 degrees today, 40 tomorrow, and snow the next day. So yeah, that's what our plans are. All right, for breakfast this morning, I've got some leftover pancakes. The little girls have been making pancakes. I also have some sourdough waffles in there. They've been in there a while, but I think they're still okay because they've been in the fridge the whole time. And I have some baked potatoes, and I have some leftover eggs and sausage and potatoes and eggs. So I'm going to I made some sourdough flatbread yesterday, and it was really good. I'm going to cut up these baked potatoes and put them in my pan and fry them up. And then I'm just going to add this in there with it and some eggs and scramble everything together. And then people can have pancakes with some eggs or waffle. And that will be our breakfast this morning, and hopefully get some of the fridge cleaned out. It's about 10 o'clock now. What, buddy? All right, I was just watering in the garden, but I thought I'd show you some garden progress. I can't remember if I've shown you any of the garden in any of the past videos. I'll show you some other stuff we've got growing out here and how it's going. A lot of little weeds, Kryspin says. So right here, this is very exciting. We planted watermelon here and down there, and we didn't think anything was going to grow, but we've got 2 little watermelons that popped up here. You want to see them? Right here. One little watermelon and another little watermelon. This one and that one. Where? Oh, let me look at it and see. No, that's not a watermelon. That's just a weed. And then there's another one right over here. Yep, right there. Kryspin pointed at it. Right there. So that's exciting that a few of them are actually coming up. I think that's all we planted here was 2 bushes. Or 2 vines since they grow so far. That is our rhubarb. It didn't get very big this year, but it did come back, which I was happy about. Last year? No, it would be big. Like Grandma Edna's are 10 times that size. Right. There's supposed to be holes in it. Yeah. Alright, so that's called rhubarb. Yeah. So down this side is where a lot of the melons I know there's something planted here, but it's not coming up. So, but we planted honeydew and some cantaloupe here, and these ones are coming up right there. Yeah, and then these ones are squash and zucchini, and they're growing really well over here in this corner. Yeah, those are big, huh? They're growing so fast. There's 2 more there, another one there. And then these are some tomato plants that I put in the ground here. Hopefully they'll do pretty good. I planted dill in this area, but I don't know if any of it's coming up or not. And then this is our cabbages here, still, and Brussels sprouts. All right, this row has got okra. That's an okra. There's one there, one there, one right there, one right there. They're growing pretty good in here. Yeah, there's 2 of them in there. So almost each hole has a little bit of okra coming up in it. So it's doing all right. I hope it grows really well because I'd like to have more okra this year than we had last year. It's got two in that one. What do you have? What is it?
A roly.
Roly-polies? Cool. Nice. Okay. And then along this side we planted, oh, don't walk on there. Don't walk on there. Some flowers, which I can see a few of them coming up. There's one there, one there, one there. These are calendula down here on this end. There's another one there and another one there. I hope they survive. There's several growing actually. I hope they survive this weekend. I may try to cover some of them because it's supposed to snow and freeze. And these are just other flowers that Kyla and I planted, so they'll be growing up too. You lost your shoe. It's watering. Okay, just a minute. Help me put it on. So in here is a bunch of beets. You can see them all growing. And then some green beans, 2 green bean plants. So far, hopefully more will come up. Then we've got a lot of cucumbers here. There's one there. And there's 2 right there. A couple more. Some more. More. And then we also have pumpkins in this spot right there. And some little pumpkins here. They're doing well. And then down here I planted green beans and there's another one. Oh, there's another one. I see some more now. They're all starting to pop through. They were not coming through when I was out here just not that long ago. So they're slowly growing. There's one coming through right there. And this guy's popping up. And that guy there's coming up. And it looks like there may be another one coming up right through there. So that's exciting. That some more green beans coming up. Oh, there's another guy right there. Cool. So hopefully we'll get some more green beans this year than we had last year. That would be good.
Cover them up.
Gotcha?
Yeah, look. Very much longer, you wouldn't have been able to cover them all up.
And then we have over here, these are garlic growing.
Garlic or the other?
It might be an onion.
An onion.
Smell it and see if it's an onion.
It is. I can tell because there's some over there that.
Yeah, there's some wild onions that are growing out here. So this is garlic over here. I was glad Austin told me it was garlic because I didn't realize that's what it was. And then all of our onions over here are growing crazy that we planted last year. And then we've got this big area right here. Austin rototilled it, and I think we're gonna do potatoes in there.
I think so.
Is that what we decided? Yeah, hopefully we'll get some moisture this weekend, and I've got a couple more soaker hoses coming so that we can water everything. But we're gonna plant potatoes in this area here, and maybe try, I brought a few sweet potatoes too, we might try those down here. But that's how our garden is this year. So far, it seems like it's doing all right. Yeah, I'm actually helping with garden this year. Last year, Austin did it all by himself. I was not a gardener last year. He's the weed man though. I think he likes weeding the garden with his fancy hoe because he's always out here doing it. Which I'm thankful.
Later.
Yeah, that's true. It's easier now to do it. We need to get the rototiller put inside too before it snows. He's a bonehead. Kids are pulling weeds, trying to earn some money. You're such a bonehead. Silly dog. You're a silly dog. Okay, so it's only about 10:30, but Austin has to leave for work early today. He's got some other things he's got to go by and do. He's got to go to the eye doctor and go to the shoe store. And so I had just said outside I'm making pizza for lunch today. And then he was like, oh sure, make pizza when I leave. So I forgot he was leaving. So I'm going to get started making lunch early. And that way he can have some before he has to go. So I'm going to get this pizza crust going. This is just a really simple sourdough pizza crust. It's out of this cookbook. Oh, here's a little while. See? I'll show you this little cookbook I got for free from the blog Farmhouse on Boone. And I just printed it off, and it's all of their, it says Farmhouse favorite sourdough recipes, so it's all their favorite recipes. She has a ton of sourdough stuff. Are you okay?
Ow.
Yeah, that probably hurt. Why don't you get a stool and bring it over instead of climbing on that, okay? She has a lot of sourdough recipes on her website. So, I haven't tried all of them out of this book yet. I'm going to make chocolate cupcakes next because I'm taking those for a graduation party. Alright, I've lost the pizza crust recipe here. Yeah, you'll get to go.
I saw Birdie going.
Yeah, everyone's going.
Oh.
Everybody's going.
Mommy.
What, baby?
I'll
Okay, I
wait.
gotta find the recipe with 2 hands.
Mommy.
what it looks like on the pan. It's just sourdough starter that I've spread out on here. And I'm gonna put it in the oven like this and let it bake for just a little while. And then I'll pull it out and top it and then put it back in the oven. But right now, the other ones are cooking. So I'm gonna let this one sit while I get the other ones going. My oven seems to be being slow, but I think I'm being fast with getting things ready. So that's what those look like in there. Okay, my pizzas are not turning out as I hoped they would. I've done this before and it worked really well, but before, I feel like I used different pans or something. I don't know what pans I would have used. You're supposed to use cast iron, since I only have one cast iron pan. Well, I could have used my cast iron pan, but I didn't. I used my sheet pans and my one baking stone. So anyway, I guess we'll see how they turn out. It just is very thin. It didn't puff up like it was supposed to. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. But I guess we'll eat it anyway and hopefully it'll taste good. Huh? Kaylee's thawing some pineapple for us.
What is
and
it?
And then we'll get that put on this pizza.
What is it?
Alright, so it's after lunch now. All the kids are outside playing except for Kolter and Kaylee. Kolter's downstairs getting his school done. And Kaylee is, I think she's working. So I'm about done cleaning in the house. I got a little load of stuff to take out to our storage unit thing. So I'm gonna do that. Kyla May's gonna help me take that out. Right now I'm gonna put this is taffy. I keep it in this little jar. We bought this with our freeze dry business and we are not doing that anymore, so we have all this taffy left over. So I've been just putting it out and letting the kids have a piece. A couple pieces and
Can I have
get rid of it. I also took a bunch to church and it disappears super fast when I take it to church. Yeah, you can have one. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take stuff out to the Connex and then I have a couple other things I want to get put away. Not really sure where they go though, so I'm gonna do this first. I don't think I ever showed you guys this. For Mother's Day, Austin bought me a Soya Bella. This is a plant-based beverage maker. So it comes with all the pieces and you can make almond milk or oat milk or cashew milk or rice milk or whatever kind of milk you want to make in it. Because I don't drink regular milk hardly ever. I just drink almond milk all the time. And it's expensive and I use it for like my protein shakes and that kind of stuff. So he got that for me. I've used it once and it works pretty good. I did not soak my almonds, so I'm going to try soaking them next time and see if that works better. But I will, once I get it figured out, then I'll show you guys how it works and the best way that I've found to use it. So that's one of the other things I've got to get put away. Okay, we're going to run these out to the Connex and come back and probably do school after we get the rest of our things put away. All right, it's like 6:30 and it's still 80 degrees out here, I think. My hair is wild today. So we decided we're gonna go for a walk since the next like 3 or 4 days are gonna be cold and rainy. Yeah, we decided to, hey, can you not do that? Because I don't really want ants thrown into my hair. So, since it's going to be rainy and cold the next several days and snowy, we're going to go for a walk this afternoon and enjoy this warm weather we're having.
You have to stop. Okay then. Ready?
Ciao, Biddy.
Ready? Ready? Set, go.
Baby's walking in his undies. so fast.
Whoever finds the coolest rock. Okay.
Don't be shooting rocks at me.
It won't.
No, you can shoot it at other things, but not at people. Okay?
My mom is hit.
It's a telephone pole.
What else do you want me to hit? What else do you want me to hit?
Not people. Not the
So
animals. What are you doing, goat? You got a bellyache? You've been eating too much stuff, huh?
Mommy!
What? Okay, I'll judge them. Everyone's going to collect a rock. The one that they like the most, and then I'll be the judge to see which one is the best. There's the goaties. They're out here by the road, munching away. Klayton B. Klayton Blaine. Look over here, son. Don't throw the rocks. Okay. Hi, babies.
The mom's holding it. Because all babies do have grown.
Yeah, they're getting big.
You're getting horns.
Don't move. I'm doing a thing, don't move. No, sir. You go away from people to do that.
Daddy, you're moving up there with you swinging it around. You're young again.
There's Ulrich. He's been sitting there at those holes. He walked this far from the house. Karrington. There's the house. He followed us down the road this far. And then he sat here the whole time while we walked down the road. Now he'll follow us back.
He's trying to get mousies.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, boy.
Kryspin,
Hello.
did you have fun while we was gone?
Yes, it did.
Huh?
So
He likes to go for walks with us.
Yeah, you do. That's how we stay.
Although, now that it's summertime and all the critters are out, he gets distracted by all the holes. But in the winter, he'll make it all the way down the road with us. And if the sun is shining, then he thinks he gets too hot and he'll stop and sit in the middle of the road till we carry him. Because he thinks he gets too hot. He's kind of spoiled. Spoiled cat. Off he goes. Come on, Ulrich.
Let's go wrong door right here. What?
Off he goes. What is it?
A stinky bug.
Oh, a stinky bug. Yeah, there he is. Don't squish him.
He's still alive.
No, never you squishing him. There's a stinky bug. He's got his butt up.
Another one. Another one.
Us, leave me alone.
We found two. Mommy, I found two.
I know, 2 stinky bugs.
Don't
Oh,
push it.
there's Ulrich.
Mom. Big no!
Okay, come on. Alright, so we're going back to the house and we're going to brush teeth and get jammies on. And then we are going to go downstairs and fold clothes and put them away because we have like four baskets full of clothing that have been washed and dried. Careful, and then just dumped in the living room. So we're going to go fold clothes, get them put away, and then about that time, it'll probably be bedtime for everybody. So thank you for hanging out with us today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, and that would be super helpful. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you all next time. Bye. So we're still outside. Said we were going in, but we're not yet. The wind just started blowing, but Kolter just noticed over here, and you can see, look at all of these beautiful roses that are forming. There's yellow, beautiful roses. There's one back here that's already bloomed. Kolter saw it back there. There it is. And it's so sad. Actually, I may come out here when it's gonna freeze and throw a blanket over it and see if I can just cover most of this plant and save those roses from freezing. But this bush just gets completely covered. I mean, you can see they're everywhere on here. And it's gonna freeze several nights in a row, which is so sad that they will probably all freeze and may not survive through the freeze. So anyway, I may try to bring a blanket out here and see if I can save some of them. But they are beautiful whenever they bloom. They bloomed last year, but this whole, actually when we moved in here, this whole area was completely full of those rose bushes because they just, like you can see, this is all growth. They just take over, but they are beautiful, but they're just kind of a pain in the butt.